Donald Trump says US could re-enter Paris climate deal. Play video 0:57. Donald Trump has said the United States could re-enter the Paris climate change agreement and that he would have taken a tougher stand in Brexit negotiations than Theresa May. The US president said the country could re-enter the Paris Accord for a completely different deal but called the existing agreement a terrible deal and a disaster for the US. Meanwhile, in comments on Brexit that will add to the pressure on the Prime Minister, Trump said he would have negotiated it differently and that he had a lot of problems with the European Union, warning of a major trade battle between the US and the bloc. Trump made the comments in an interview with Piers Morgan for ITV, to be broadcast on Sunday night. A preview of the interview released on Friday showed Trump saying he was prepared to apologize for retweeting inflammatory videos by the deputy leader of the far-right group Britain First. The US president also told Morgan he had tremendous respect for women, often posted on social media from his bed or at breakfast, and had not received an invitation to the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that he knew of but was happy for the couple. Trump was met with global condemnation when he announced in June 2017 that the US was pulling out of the climate agreement. The landmark treaty was signed by 195 nations after intense negotiations in 2015, with countries making voluntary pledges to cut carbon emissions in an attempt to restrict an increase in global temperatures to below 2°C this century. Trump said in the ITV interview that he was a believer in clean air and clean water but the Paris Agreement would have been a disaster for the US. However, despite initially saying he was completely out of the accord, Trump said there could be a way back for the US. First of all, it was a terrible deal for the United States. If they made a good deal there's always a chance we'd get back. But it was a terrible deal for the United States. It was unfair to the United States, he said. I believe in clean air. I believe in crystal clear, beautiful. I believe in just having good cleanliness in all. Now, with that being said, if somebody said go back into the Paris Accord, it would have to be a completely different deal because we had a horrible deal. As usual, they took advantage of the United States. We were in a terrible deal. Would I go back in? Yeah, I'd go back in. As you know, I like Emmanuel Macron. I would love to, but it's got to be a good deal for the United States. Asked if he believed in climate change, Trump said, there is a cooling, and there's a heating. I mean look, it used to not be climate change, it used to be global warming. That wasn't working too well because it was getting too cold all over the place. The ice caps were going to melt, they were going to be gone by now, but now they're setting records. They're at a record level. Sign up to the media briefing, news for the newsmakers. Read more. Trump's comments about Brexit will add to the pressure on May amid growing rumors of discontent in the Conservative Party over the approach she is taking. Would it be the way I negotiate? No, I wouldn't negotiate it the way it's negotiated, Trump said. But I have a lot of respect for your Prime Minister, and I think they're doing a job. I think I would have negotiated it differently. I would have had a different attitude. I think I would have said that the European Union is not cracked up to what it's supposed to be, and I would have taken a tougher stand in getting out. I have a lot of problems with the European Union. The US president described the relationship between his country and the EU as a very unfair situation, adding, we cannot get our product in. It's very, very tough. Yet, they send their product to us no taxes, very little taxes. It's very unfair. I've had a lot of problems with European Union, and it may morph into something very big from that standpoint, from a trade standpoint. Trump was also asked in the interview to speak out in defense of women and clarify previous remarks that have provoked a backlash. Well, I think we have to evolve, he said. If we don't evolve, there's something missing. But I have tremendous respect for women. Asked if he was a feminist, Trump said, I wouldn't say I'm a feminist. I think that would be maybe going too far. I'm for women, I'm for men, I'm for everyone. I think people have to go out, they have to go out and really do it, and they have to win. Women are doing great, and I'm happy about that.